What's up, YouTube? My name is Ty, and this is my review of this majestic little liar right here, the Apollo 250 RX, which is not a 250, a straight lie. It's actually a replica of a Honda CRF 230. So I don't know why the Chinese thought they could just straight lie and say it's a 250. Like, come on, there's a math equation. Figure out bore, stroke, and all this, you get a number for displacement. They said, 230 is close enough to 250. But hell, it's also called the DB36, and that makes no sense because the only thing I could think of is adding the 21-inch front tire with the 18-inch rear tire, but that gives you 39. So I don't know, maybe there's some lost in translation, or maybe they just want to say things that sound cool. But either way, this is my review of this, and I'm also going to tell you how to turn it into a little monster like that one right there, because she's nothing like she was whenever I first got her. And I'm very, very happy with her now. But let's jump straight into this. Alright, so I got this because I got my daughter a four-wheeler and I got my son a 125cc pit bike, and realized I needed to get one too so I could go out riding in the woods with him. Looked online, and they've got the ones where they're street legal, they got headlights and all that, and I was like, you know what, I'm a rebel. If I want to take this on the road, I'm going to do it any damn ways. And I don't want headlights, not yet anyways. I want something that's made for the dirt. So ended up finding this thing for $1,800 and ordered it, and the shipping took forever because of COVID, but when it finally got here, I put this sexy mamma jamma together and I broke it in, and I was like, very sad. I mean, it gave me some nice rooster tails, but that was about it. And I think it came with 14 horsepower stock. But I'm bit of a mechanic. I know how to get some more power out of there. You just get more fuel and air into it, and you get a little bit more exhaust out of it, and boom, you got yourself a monster. So on the power end of things, first thing you got to do, and it's probably the most bang for your buck with any dirt bike, got to get yourself a better carb, because the ones that come on them are crap. You can't adjust anything on those. And I mean, if you're gonna make a dirt bike and put a carburetor on it, one size does not fit all. So immediately buy a carburetor. Now I went with the PWK 30, and that's not recommended to jump straight for that, but I knew I was going to be increasing the power. So if you end up getting a PWK 30, make sure you get the one that has the bolts right there, because I didn't, and I have to run this thing right over here to my shock with the unifoam filter, and it's right above the exhaust. So I basically have a hot air intake right now. I plan to fix that soon, but I mean, it works for now. Anywho, if you get the PWK 30, you gotta get your heads off and port them. Now, the reason for that being, in order to get the fuel and air in there, you need as big an opening as you can get. And straight off the rip, these things are super clogged with metal. So get you like a die grinder or something and get that metal out of the way of the air. You need to do it especially good on the intake side, but do the exhaust side as well. But the intake is where you're getting your air in. It's the bigger valve anyways. The exhaust is already pressurized. However, you will need to cut out the catalytic converter that is right here. When you cut that out, you can take those little pieces, cut them up, and block that little emissions thingy there. Then you got your carburetor, you get you an air filter as well, better air filter, and you got the head well, exhaust, all that. You need to get a cam for it. I went with the web cam. I believe it's 340/402. It's mainly meant for the 2003 model CRF 150, but it works phenomenally well on this because, again, this is a clone of a Honda CRF 230, not a 250. As a matter of fact, the next thing I'm going to tell you to do is get you an Athena big bore kit for a Honda CRF 230. That has brought this thing up to a 235, not a 250, but a 235 cc. It also comes with a high compression piston, and combining that with the cam and all the other stuff you've done to it, you get a monster. So you get you some power, and I've got this thing, from what everything I can tell, it should be cranking out about 27 horsepower. And when you compare that to a Honda CRF 250, which is at like 39 horse, you know, it's not as powerful, right? But those cost $8,000, and for what I've invested into this is about $2,500. So let's do some math there. You got 39 horsepower for $8,000. That means you're paying like $205 per pony. I say screw that. Get that little thing right there, pick it up some, get some power, and you're looking at $2,500 for 27 horse. That's like, I think it was 92.5 horsepower, or per, $92.5 per pony. It's way better number. I ain't trying to spend that much per pony. But again, you got to do something with them when you first get them, because they're not very impressive. Now, I also recommend changing out the grips and levers, because the stock ones are crap. Now, that one's crap. I got to get something to replace that, and I need to get some, you know, guards to go over all those. But when I first got those YZF grips and levers, I loved them. They were super nice. I did have to modify them a little bit to fit, and by grinding down and stuff to get it to fit in that. And this one here, I've had to do a little modification there, you know, duct tape and stuff to help push it away from there, but whatever. I also highly recommend adjusting your back wheel so that your chain doesn't hang so damn low. No kidding. Get a Kawasaki or a CRF rear shock from a 250 and put it on there, because you need something that's fully adjustable, and you need something to raise this up a little bit, because the one that comes stock, for me, it was extremely tight and I couldn't adjust that, and I just didn't like it. It was low in the back end. It was crap. So I got a KX250 rear shock. It's fully adjustable, and it jacks the back end up. Now, I did have to do a little grinding under the seat there to get the head to fit in there, but you know, it works, and it works well, and it's way more comfortable. But you know, these little things I've got it powerful now. I've had to do a little work, spend a little extra money, but it was absolutely worth it. And here is a little free pro tip. Get your little bungee cord and wrap it around right there in the front, and it gives you a little spot to hide you some drinks or something when you go riding. I have my little tripod in there right now, but it'll hold 2 drinks in there, as well as hold my little mascot still. It's got him nice and safe, you know. Don't want him to fall off. But that's about it. I mean, if you want to get one of these, I recommend, you know, this is a great bike, but you got to do a little work. It's a little bit of work, a little bit of money, but it's 100% worth it, because she's a little monster right now. And I was going to sell it, or maybe put a bigger motor on it. Not now. I love it. The power from the high compression piston, the big bore, the cam, and the carb. Yeah, it's definitely worth holding on to. So she's not going anywhere. However, I will up it to a 300cc if I get 1,000 likes on this video. So that one's up to you guys. Until then, I'm going to enjoy what I got. And if you got any questions, let me know. I will try to post links to all the places I bought stuff, so that it'll help you out if you want to buy one of these and you want to get more power out of it. And I will continue to post videos when I modify this, so that I keep everyone up to date on what you can do to get more power out of these. And it is very universal between a lot of the 250 Chinese bikes. You know, there's like the Hawk 250s, those use push rods. It's not the same. These are overhead cams. Overhead cams are the way to go. But I plan to do things like a ladder flywheel, or roller rockers for the valves and cam. Better clutch. I might switch it over to the Honda 6-speed transmission. Maybe not. I'm gonna do a little research on that and decide. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's it for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, leave a comment. I'll try to respond to you. Let me know if you like this, if it was helpful. I hope it was. But see you guys on the next video. You think that was it? Oh no. Nah. I'm gonna mount this magnificent little beast right here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Pop a little wheelie or two, show you what kind of monster she is. But first, gotta get my safety gear on. Well, that's about it. I couldn't do too much wheelies because this little guy here, he gets scared. But no, I'm lying. I suck at wheelies, but it's not the bike's fault. It's my fault. I will work to get better at them, but this bike can definitely pop a wheelie on demand, just like that. No preloading the suspension or anything like that. She's ready to rock and roll as soon as I twist that throttle. But that's it. That's the end. I hope this helps you out. Like I said, you get me 100 likes on this video, and I'll put a 300cc in it. That's it.